Hey, Peter Parker. You got something for me? Let's begin, shall we?
Major, you're the best. Also, hi, hello. Hope you're having a really good day. I am struggling a little bit, but gonna make it through. Um, yeah, I think I mentioned we're having a heat wave here, so the temperature's gone up quite a bit, and um, allergies are kicking my butt. It was a decent day at an interview that went. Oh, that's awesome that you had another interview. Yeah, so I think the heat wave kind of fast-tracked all the plants. Um, and so, yeah, the allergies hit me really hard today. I took some allergy meds because I picked some up knowing that I was going to need them. But it's helping a little bit, but I still feel some like pressure and congestion in my sinuses. So, not quite 100%, but doing all right enough to try to stream, and hopefully I can focus enough to get some writing done today. Um, and then it took me an extra minute to kind of get everything ready for stream because the other day Chrome decided to log me out of everything across all of my accounts, so I had to re-log into everything. So that was fun. I had to try to remember some passwords and stuff that I did not remember, so I had to reset some. But yeah. Alright. Take some Benadryl. You can't sneeze if you're unconscious. Yeah, I'm not like to that level of allergies. Like I never had them until the last couple of years. Um, but yeah, last couple of years it's just been like a couple times in the spring I just need to take some allergy meds and then I'm usually all right. Um, but it's just like that congestion right in like the middle of your face. Yeah. But on a better note, I did get my taxes done today, so that's one less thing I have to think about until next year. Okay. I didn't even open the puzzle. Okay. We need a puzzle to do. All right. We're back on our streak. I think we've solved the last one or two, after missing two, so we're getting back on it. So we'll see if we can keep our new streak going. We got 10 minutes. Let's try it out. Alright. So, Mission Impossible 1996. Let's see. Tom Cruise and John Voight are the two that come to mind. Emilio Estevez? Last name isn't quite right number of letters. Yeah, I don't know who else would be in that. Let's see. Moneyball would be... It's not Brad Pitt, it's not Jonah Hill, it's not Chris... Oh yeah, it would be Chris Pratt. Okay. Her. I'm guessing this might be Joaquin Phoenix. I cannot spell. How do you spell Joaquin Major? Joaquin. Oh, no, it's not. One too many letters. Would it be Scarlet? Yeah. Johanson. Johansson. N. Something like that. Let's see. Licorice Pizza. The big names in that. Bradley Cooper's in it for like a scene, but obviously that doesn't fit here. Elena Ham is the other lead. And then Philip Seymour Hoffman's son is the lead, but Hoffman is too long for the last name. Who else was in that movie? I only saw it the one time, so I cannot remember off the top of my head. French Dispatch. Fuck. I don't know, there's too many people in that movie. Toy Story 4. Oh, I wonder if it's... Keanu Reeves? Catch Me If You Can. Let's see, it's not Tom Hanks. Not Leonardo DiCaprio. Not Amy Adams. Not Kate Beckinsale. Who else was in that? Not Christopher Walken. I do not know. Edward Scissorhands. My first guess would be Johnny Depp, but I don't think that's right. Is it Winona Ryder? Probably, I might have spelled that wrong. So I'm guessing it might be like the, yeah, an I in the first name and a Y in the last name. And I'm starting to think the music might be a little bit too loud. There we go. Alright, turned it down a little bit. Creed 2015. I'm guessing this is going to be Sylvester Stallone. Yeah. Oscar winner from 2008, Oscar winner from 2000. I'll probably recognize the names when I see it. Chicago, with a hyphenate last name would be Catherine Zeta-Jones. It's funny, both we have the second and third letter in the last letter. Let's see. Okay, we got 5 minutes still, so we have a little bit of time. Mission Impossible. Yeah, I cannot think of who else could have been in that. And then Catch Me If You Can. Damn. Yeah, I cannot think of it. The Hidden Scotty. Hi, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? No, it's not going to be Tom Hanks or Leonardo DiCaprio because we have the number of letters for the names. I also thought about Christopher Walken. It wasn't him either because just the number of letters doesn't quite match up with what we need. I was trying to run through and trying to think who else was in that movie. I know like Amy Adams has a small role and Kate Beckinsale has a small role, but neither of those fit with the number of letters we need either. The French Dispatch. Problem with those with Wes Anderson movies is he just has like such a huge cast. Bill Murray, yeah. M-A-U-R... something like that? R-A-Y? Is it M-U-R-R-A-Y? Yeah, it doesn't really matter. M-U-R-R-A-Y. Okay, we got the spelling right then. So we have more of the first name. It ends with L-A. Alright, so the ones we're missing are Mission Impossible, Licorice Pizza, and Catch Me If You Can, and then we have our two Oscar winners from 2008 and 2000. Yeah, we might have to Google one of these. We're down under 2 minutes. Yep. What the fuck? It's showing the... not Final Reckoning, the original one. So it's not John Voight, it's not Tom Cruise. Jean Reno, Ving Rhames, Vanessa Redgrave. I missed a letter. Last name. Still missed a letter. Still don't know what this name is going to be. I think we might have missed up something else. I think Chris Pratt might be messing us up. Iennnamill. Ooh. Major coming in. Oh, it cleared our stats. Damn it. Well done, Major. What's Sienna Miller? So in the puzzle, we have the horizontal names, and we have to fill those out to try to find one, the mystery actor that goes vertically. Sienna Miller has been in a couple different movies. I believe she's an English actress. She's been in some bad movies as well. But some Guy Ritchie stuff, I believe, as well. Yeah, like she just shows up randomly in different stuff. Not a lot. Trying to find. Yeah, American Sniper, I think she played the wife, question mark? She was in G.I. Joe. Oh, she was in Stardust way back when. Yeah, she was in some British stuff like Layer Cake and Alfie, the remake. Yeah. Oh, she was born in New York City but raised in London. So, yeah, that's who Sienna Miller is. Oh, and it was Owen Wilson, not Bill Murray, for The French Dispatch, although Bill Murray was a very good guess because he was also in that. Same number of letters. Alright. Oh, Sean Penn for Licorice Pizza. I should have connected that dot, because Sean Penn literally just won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in a film directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, who also directed Licorice Pizza. Well done, class. Catch Me If You Can. Martin Sheen. Alright, I need to look up who he was in that. Because I thought Christopher Walken played his father. Yeah, Frank Abbott. Yeah. Okay. So he played Roger Strong. Oh, he was the father of Amy Adams' character, I suppose. Yeah, you got Babyface Leo, Babyface Amy Adams, Martin Sheen. Okay. So now we just have to remember that if it comes up again. We got Winona Ryder, Sylvester Stallone. Okay, our Oscar winners were Tilda Swinton and Angelina Jolie. And we got Catherine Zeta-Jones. So we got some of them. Major came in clutch with Sienna Miller. I was not gonna get that. Yeah. So we're restarting our streak. Because Chrome decided to kick me out of everything, but alright. So we got our puzzle done. Now we are going to get back into writing our screenplay. So we are currently in the middle of a long scene that is a conversation. Hi, hello, welcome in. How are you doing today? I feel like there's a story behind is that a horse? Was Mariners playing like GeoGuessr and thought something was a horse? That's gonna be my guess. Also, hi, hello, welcome in, Raiders. Hope you are all having a good day. What is? Oh, it's Tuesday. It's not Sunday. uh, he saw a cow. He thought a cow was a horse. Okay, see, I was not far off. And was like, is that a horse? Then he said, I couldn't tell from the back. Amazing. Animals are hard. Yes, they are. Yeah, geography is hard. Especially if you're young. Well, you never know how tall these street view cars are. That sounds like quite an excuse, Mariners. Not that I have ever done anything like that ever on a stream before. Alright. Raiders, you came in at a good time. We just finished up our movie puzzle. Major save the day with figuring out the mystery actor we were going for, so... Ooh! Yun just got himself timed out trying to post links, or putting a period in the wrong place, one or the other. um, yeah, so we got the audit. Yeah. Yeah, I set it up so no links. I need to find time to look at giving VIPs permission to post links because I know when we do our cross stream, you post a lot of links for like Redactyl and stuff, so I want to make sure it doesn't kick you for that. Okay, yeah, if you have a link you want to post, you can send it to me on Discord, or I don't know. Like I said, I'll look at figuring out the VIP thing some point in the future when I may or may not actually have time to look at it. Alright, so we are getting back into trying to write our first meeting between Margaret, our protagonist, and Serafina. And we kind of hit a stopping point on Sunday, so we are going to pick up there and try to finish out the conversation and the fallout from what we find, what Margaret discovers in it. Now for the part all writers dread, writing. Exactly. I posted it up as a message in Yun's Discord, but I did warm up by doing some editing on the horror script I'm also working on, because I was down to the last two scenes that I had to go through to edit to finish the current draft I'm on. So I did that before stream. So next time I start up on that, I'll start back at the beginning and do another pass of it. What is this writing you speak of? Okay, so... yeah, Serafina has some information, but she tells Margaret it's going to come at a price. So Margaret asks her what she wants. Yun with the 3-stream streak. Myth made up by the government to sell more, weird Google searches. I don't know. He unredeemed a top 10 list. I hope I put the 1-stream limit on those. Alright, what top 10 list do you want today? Rose! Hi, hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah. Yes, he likes to torment the other streamers who try to write. Top 10 Brie Larson movies, movie, not role. Okay. You know, there are other, like, areas. I'm not complaining. Do not get me wrong. Do not misunderstand. There are other areas in which you can ask for a top 10 list. Just throwing that out there. Alright, and we're also restricting it to just movies, not TV shows or anything else like that. Even when I'm not on my computer, I usually in the living room so I get to see him picking on people. Okay. Saved it from last time. Actually, what I can do. So I have my Letterboxd open in a different window. So I'm actually going to look at my ratings. So the movie she was in, Sobekin, I'm not trying to scold you or anything, just information. The movie she was in was called Room. There is another movie called The Room, which is considered one of the worst movies ever made. So, the more you know. Is this a common top 10 category for you? Well, we've only had 2 top 10 redeems before, and they have both been, one was Brie Larson roles, and now we have Brie Larson movies. Like comically and cult classically bad, yes. Okay. So with this one, I am not making all of the Marvel movies one movie. They can be each separate because they are all separate. Once again, I'm just gonna put these in the list and then we will order them. Technically, we did a tier list before that. It was Brie Larson gifts. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder what tiers they're gonna be. I wonder. And oh, okay. All right, so those are gonna be the top 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not counting Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings because that was only a cameo. And then that one will be number 10. Okay. What a head scratch. Yeah, exactly. Mariner showing up with the alt account. Okay, so this is kind of the broad breakdown that I have with these. We have these 6 have the same rating, the second 3 have the same rating, and then 21 Jump Street's going to be number 10. Okay, so I am doing this based on which movie I think is the best. Ooh, this is gonna be tough. Alright, welcome back anyone who was in ad jail for a minute. So we are working on the top 10 movies that Brie Larson has been in. This first category I have rated all the same, the second category I have rated all the same, and then 21 Jump Street is going to be probably number 10. So I just have to figure out within these what order I would place them in. Mariners with the 5-stream streak. Well done. I actually think I might stick with my number 1 from the Brie Larson roles and say Short Term 12 will be number 1. It is tough. Like, how do you compare Avengers Endgame and Room? um, Room wins because it's not superhero. So, let's see. Top 10 Brie Larson movies. So, he didn't say best or my favorite, because those are two kind of different. Endgame is better simply due to the artistic build-up. See, I disagree. I think movies, especially those in a series, need to be able to stand on their own. Home Alone clears all those. No, it doesn't. Have I seen any film on there? No. For the simple fact that there is a certain cameo in Home Alone 2, it significantly dropped the rating of that film for me. Alright, let's go curveball. We'll go Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Then we'll go Room. Endgame. Shit, come on. Whatever. We'll just go the Marvels over Captain Marvel for now. Yeah, the first Home Alone is almost perfect. It is quite good. I'm not gonna debate that. I don't know if it clears all these movies, though. Sobekin, it was the, fortunately, the current president of the United States made a cameo in the movie. But, yeah, we'd rather not talk about that and just say RAR instead. Alright, these next three are going to be a little bit easier to put. See, I haven't seen Just Mercy in a while, though, and I rewatched The Spectacular Now, like, last year. And then, like I said, 21 Jump Street will be last. So, we'll say this list order only pertains to what I'm thinking at this moment right now. It can change whatever. I rushed before I forgot my question. Top 10 Brie Larson movies. Catch rank. Remember how we were talking about The Room being one of the worst movies of all time and so bad that it's kind of hilarious? That's where Cats ranks. James Corden's that film, so it must be low. I mean, the thing that kind of surprises me about that movie is, like, Taylor Swift was in that movie. She was a cat. And, like, nobody talks about it. Like, everyone forgets she was in that movie. It's off the table. Yeah, exactly. Alright. So top 10 Brie Larson movies. Number 1, Short Term 12. Number 2, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Number 3, Room. Number 4, Avengers Endgame. Number 5, The Marvels. Number 6, Captain Marvel. Number 7, The Glass Castle. Number 8, Just Mercy. Number 9, The Spectacular Now. And number 10, 21 Jump Street. Honorable mention, if I was allowed to do TV shows, number 1 would actually be Lessons in Chemistry, but I'm not allowed to, so it's just going to be an honorary mention. And there's your top 10 list. She's never getting back together with those directors. That's the other funny part is, like, the director of Cats was coming off, like, some very critically acclaimed movie. Tom Hooper, that's who it was. Like, he had just done The King's Speech, The Danish Girl, and Les Mis. All in a row. All nominated for multiple, I believe they were all nominated for multiple Oscars. They each won Oscar. Yeah, because Eddie Redmayne won for Best Supporting Actor, Colin Firth won for Best Actor for King's Speech, and Anne Hathaway won for Best Supporting Actor or Supporting Actress for Les Mis. So he's coming off these 3 movies. King's Speech, Les Mis, Danish Girl. And then he does fucking Cats. That's like winning the Super Bowl one season and being on Dude Perfect as an extra. That, yeah. And he was like, screw it. And like, he has not done anything since. Like, all this stuff was like TV or smaller movies beforehand. He has a movie scheduled for this year. So it has taken him 7 years to get out of director's jail for Cats. On the topic of movies, anyone have anything they're excited to see this year? Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm not going to say Cat screwed him because there are stories about things that he did as the director that that tell me he was as at fault as anyone else associated with that movie. So, colleague Charles asked if anyone has movies they're excited for this year. Cats, no more Cats movies. So this is actually a list I did on my Letterboxd account for my most anticipated movies coming out this year. The first section is all in release order, and then there are some that don't have a release date yet. What is this website? This is Letterboxd. This is like movies, but or like movie. Fuck, like IMDb, but currently it only has movies, and it is much more focused toward movie fans, and so it's got a lot cleaner layout than IMDb, and it's not owned by Amazon like IMDb, so both thumbs up. Yeah, Project Hail Mary is the next release. I've seen 2 movies released in 2026 so far, and they were both really bad, so they just got deleted from this list. We don't need to talk about those. But yeah, the next one coming up is Project Hail Mary. Comes out this Friday, I believe. So I'm gonna try to watch it next week if I can. Mother Mary comes out next. This one has Anne Hathaway, and it's an A24 like thriller drama question mark. But I think it looks pretty interesting. Supergirl, it's Supergirl. It's probably just going to be okay, but they're gonna overhype it, and everyone's gonna get let down, and whatever. It's gonna happen, but yeah. The Odyssey is probably my most anticipated of this upcoming year. Christopher Nolan's my favorite director. Yeah. Put that into my veins right now. I want to see it as soon as I possibly can. Spider-Man Brand New Day. I don't love the Spider-Man MCU movies, but I don't know. I'll go see it because I've seen everything else Marvel has done. DC has another movie they're releasing later this year. They're doing a Clayface specific movie, which is weird, but like it could be interesting. So probably see that. Yeah, they're making a new Narnia. I wouldn't be all that interested in it, except Greta Gerwig is directing it, who did Barbie and Little Women and that other movie with Saoirse Ronan where she's a high school student, Lady Bird. That's the name of it. See, I got there on my own. Yeah, she's doing a new Narnia movie for Netflix, and that should be coming out later this year. Dune Part 3, they just released the first trailer for it today. I like Dune 1 quite a bit. The second one I didn't love, so I'm kind of curious how part 3 is going to be, but Denis Villeneuve is just a great visual director, so even if I don't love the story, it's going to be real pretty to look at. And that comes out, of course, on the same day as Avengers Doomsday. This could be very good or very meh. Book lover. Hi, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? Oh, I forgot to do the thing. We're doing a town hall and things. All the information's in there. I think everyone already knows, but just in case anyone new here is not aware, we're going to be doing a town hall with Yunsu in Levington and Book Lover on April 11th. Why do you guys put the... I don't know. We're not getting into that. And then the last movie with a set release date in 2026 is Werewolf. It's going to be directed by Robert Eggers, who did the last remake of Nosferatu. He also did The Witch and The Northman, which both of those I really liked. And then we have some other movies that don't have release dates set. I'm trying to remember what some of these are. Alright. So The Adventures of Cliff Booth is directed by David Fincher. It's going to be a sequel to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I didn't love that movie, but I thought Cliff Booth was an interesting enough character, and I like David Fincher as a director. The Social Reckoning is the sequel to The Social Network. So that could be pretty interesting. No Hunger Games on here. I'm not a Hunger Games fan. When's your movie coming out? Find someone to finance a movie for me, and then we'll have it come out. We also have The Way of the Wind, which is not confirmed for 2026, but it's the next movie from Terrence Malick, who is one of my favorite directors. I will watch anything he does. Yeah, so if that comes out this year, I'll definitely be checking it out. Close Personal Friends, of course. Stars Brie Larson. I gotta go see it. Yeah. There's another new Hunger Games movie? What about The Winds of Winter? Oh, is that the Game of Thrones? I don't know if that's coming out this year. I would guess it would be next year at the earliest. Digger, the new movie from Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu. He did Birdman and The Revenant, which were both really good, so... the book would need writing. Oh, yeah. There's also that. Her Private Hell, directed by Nicholas Winding Refn. I really liked a couple of the movies he did back in the day, but he's been kind of off doing weird stuff lately, so I don't know what this is going to be. The most notable movie he did was Drive with Ryan Gosling, which I really liked. So he's got a new movie coming out, and Flesh of the Gods. I like the cast, and it sounds weird, so kind of curious what this might be. But Oscar Isaac, Kristen Stewart, Elizabeth Olsen. And I think that's everything. So yeah, those are the movies I'm most looking forward to this upcoming year. You got kind of a bonus top 10. I swear it's not just because I don't feel like writing tonight. Alright. Now we're gonna try to get some writing done. Okay. Now that we've gone over all the movies coming out this year that I want to see. Alright, so we have Margaret and Serafina. They're talking. Is caravan the right word? I need to check. A... Alright, so Ken, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your day. We will hopefully catch you next time. Convoy. I always do that, don't I? That's why. I'm just pretending to be British by adding the extra G in wagon. Let's see, what reason would she give? Silas, hi, hello, welcome in. I do not know what those emotes are, but hi, hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, is it supposed to be like bleh? Only got 4 hours of sleep again, so yeah, that does not sound fun. I would, yeah, I would be a zombie. Feeling like a zombie is kind of my normal. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully you're able to get some sleep whenever you go to sleep next. I am doing okay. Little congested, just from allergies. We've been getting a heat wave out by me, so it's been kind of a blah day. Welcome back, Mariners. So I believe we want this. Yeah. To release from. Yeah. No, wrong way. Okay, so in our outline we've written out these 2 points. You know what I want? Pizza. Big old freshly baked. Ooh, yeah, that does sound good. Actually, we are at an hour in. Time flies when we're doing a tier list and going over all the movies released this year. So, I'm gonna take a short break, and I will put up some words on stream for anyone who would like to participate. So basically, it's a word on Scramble. It's gonna show a bunch of letters. Try to make words from the letters. 4-letter words or more. Yeah, stuff and things. Alright, I'm gonna start it up. Have fun. Major's in charge. Someone buy pizza for the chat. Well done, team. Ooh. Oh, Mariners caught up to Major. I'm guessing Major had to step away during the second half. Just kidding. Giving Mariners a hard time whenever I can. Yeah, well done, everyone. Um, yeah, sometimes like, oh, Major's still working. That would be why. Um, yeah, I've had that happen where like I'll type in a word, someone else will put it in right after me, giggity, and they'll get credit for it. Um, yeah, sometimes it happens. I don't know why. Huzzah! Why not huzzah? All right, we did the thing. So we want. All right. Yeah, I forgot. We also have a bunch of other witches in the room with them. Um, so I want one of them to question why Seraphina is just telling Margaret all this. But Seraphina knows that if Margaret refuses, um, bad things will happen. And that's what's going to happen. Which witch is which? There you go. Those are our witches. Oh, not Seraphina. Margaret needs to respond. I think you would be a good person to play Hulk, Fitty. mm, do you mean like me play the Hulk, not me play Bruce Banner? Because like I am not Lou Ferrigno. Like, nah. I don't know, never seen Marvel movies. You're missing some good ones, and some mostly okay ones, and a few not very good ones. What's my favorite Marvel movie? Um, so I will ask chat to guess, but I will give you a hint. It is not one that you would expect. Mariners is Cars. Major might know. You don't even know who's Marvel and who isn't? It's okay, Mariners. Heck yeah, that's my BS favorite movie besides Red. Nice. Spider-Man Far From Healthy. Spider-Man is a Marvel character, yes. What about the Polar Express? No. So, book lover, my favorite Marvel movie is Eternals. Oh, that's the one with Slinky. Not quite Mariners. That would be the Toy Story movies. That's the one Marvel movie I haven't. Mariners. It's called Eternals. What do you like about Eternals? So I think first and probably foremost, I think it is the best looking Marvel movie. A lot of that has to do with the director, Chloe Zhao, and the fact that a lot of it was shot in real locations. Um, I think it's different from everything else in the Marvel universe. It's not the same formula that a lot of the other movies it's not it doesn't follow the same formula as a lot of the other movies in the Marvel universe. Um, and I think all of the characters of the team bring something interesting and different that we don't see in like any of the other Marvel movies. Like it is just it's so different from everything else in Marvel, and that's kind of why I like it. But I think that's also why a lot of Marvel fans didn't like it. Is Deadpool Marvel? Yes. So the first two Deadpool Deadpool movies were actually made by Fox because they had the rights to Deadpool as a character. The the Marvel character rights got all types of messed up in the 90s because Marvel as a comic book publisher was bankrupt, and so they had to start like selling movie rights to all their characters. So like Spider-Man went to Sony, the X-Men and all the mutants went to Fox, and uh, other stuff went other places. So yeah, the first two Deadpool movies weren't part of the MCU, but Deadpool and Wolverine was made by Marvel Studios, so now Deadpool is part of the MCU. Who's the guy who plays Deadpool again? Ryan Reynolds. Makes a lot of sense. I remember watching the first 10 minutes and thinking that was a lot different from other MCU stuff. Might have to give it a second try. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, like, I really like Eternals. I think it's very different from everything else in the MCU, but I also understand, like, it is not everyone's thing, just because, like, it's, like, if it was its own thing and not part of the MCU, I would still think it was an interesting sci-fi movie. Oh, you know him more from, what is it, Welcome to Wrexham? Yeah, of course you know it from his soccer stuff rather than his acting. Oh, you've never seen the show? Yeah, I haven't either. I just have heard about it. Just see him dancing around on the TV every weekend. Is he doing the NSYNC Bye 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 dance? Sorry, that's a joke you might not know if you haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine, Mariners. Is the other guy an actor too, Rob McElhaney or something? Yeah, so he officially changed his name to Rob Mack. He was one of the main characters, or is one of the main characters from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, a TV show that's been going on for like 20 years now. Funny because they have money but not yeah, that's the, I believe that's the joke he always said, that he has money but he needed like movie star money to buy a football club, so that's why he got Ryan Reynolds involved. Spoiler, it's not always sunny in Philly. Yeah. Spoiler, never sunny in Wrexham. Okay, so there's something I need to fill in earlier. So did Ryan Reynolds work hard to get where he is? Joking, I promise. I mean, he's been acting for quite a while. Um, what? You didn't think I had Ryan Reynolds' filmography like off the top of my head? Like he started off in TV and poking fun at yesterday shenanigans. Oh, the working hard. Yeah. I was only like I was only able to pay like half attention because I was doing other stuff while listening to Yun stream yesterday. Like I had just gotten back from working out and had to clean up some stuff and get a shower and all that. Yeah, so I was there for a little bit of it, but not all of it. So I don't want to say a throne, but I don't want to say chair. Do we have a different word? But moving on. Yeah. We can do that. She's sitting on a Chesterfield. Sitting apparatus. Bottom cushion. Okay, so what if we say throne? What does it come back with? A ceremony. A room, building, or cubicle containing a toilet or toilets. Rump location. It's fine. Something made or used for sitting on. That's what we want. Yeah, I'm starting to think I just say throne. Because, like, she is the leader of this group, but it's not. They don't view her as a sovereign. Gotta come up with some Dr. Doofenshmirtz sounding name for it. Yeah, but the way I'm imagining it, there's only one chair. So I guess we could say like a bench made of stone, and she just happens to be sitting and the other witches are standing. Yeah, I get what you mean by like head chair, like head of the table. Yeah, are they out? I mean, if it's a bench, then yeah, the other witches could be sitting on the bench with her. Yeah, I think that works fine enough. What is this? What is... What? Oh, okay. I think that works. A seesaw. When you have a really fat witch, catapult them off. Or just a bench. Okay, yeah, I think that works. Alright. Um, be there. Does Stevie Wonder still go? Boo. So it is kind of wild that like for an entire generation, when you think of like a blind person, Stevie Wonder is who like an entire generation thinks of. I don't know why that popped in my head, but I think that's kind of an interesting thing. That there hasn't been another like super famous blind person. At least not that I'm aware of. Yeah, I mean, kind of the same book. See, he went skydiving for child. He loved it. Skies. Besides, like, hell, yeah, yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, I was just thinking of it, and like my entire life, like, if someone was making a reference to a blind person, it was always like Stevie Wonder. Anyway, I don't know. Random fitty thought for you. Should write a character who is blind and deaf. We don't have to. Google can't either. Actually, just them and the guy who invented Braille. Yeah. Wait. Oh yeah, Ray Charles. He's actually another famous piano player. And in the early 2000s, they made a movie called Ray, starring Jamie Foxx, about Ray Charles. Oh yeah, he had a cameo in the Blues Brothers movie. Someone could have mousetrap on his piano, and he'd never know. Yeah. That would be very mean, but yeah, I guess. You'd find out eventually. Yeah, just in a painful way. Okay. Alright, we're making progress. Okay, so for this scene heading, I need to go back. So where are we? We're on page 24. So it's before this, before this, before that, before that, before that, before that. That's what we need. Didn't remember exactly what I called it. I watched People We Meet on Vacation recently. Ever seen it? No. But I mean, I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it. Is it a series or a movie? It's a rom-com adapted from Emily Henry book. It's a movie. Okay. Yeah, I've heard it talked about some, but rom-coms aren't usually my favorite thing, so haven't ha haven't had much interest in trying to check it out, but I've heard other people talk about it. So do I need to flash back for this? Because this is a big shift. Nah, people will just be confused for a second. And I should have looked while I was scrolled way up how we described it before, so I make sure I'm consistent. At what point does rom-com become more com than rom? When it's more comedy than romance, I guess? Need to lock in and study for a test tomorrow and get food. Alright, thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Okay, so we just described it as the center of town. Okay. Who's your least favorite actor and why? Oof. I don't think that's a conversation we should get into. For not political reasons. Oh yeah, that would probably open up a whole other can of worms. I'm gonna assume it's The Rock. Like I said, I'm not getting into it. If you want to assume something, that's on you. Okay, so as the sun rises over the horizon, we're at dawn. The settlement is quiet still. The townsfolk are still, all still in their homes. And at the center of the village lies a massive pile of ash. So would it be pile of ash or pile of ashes? Both pile of ash and pile of ashes are used to describe a mound of residue from a fire, with ashes plural often referring to the specific remnants of burned material, and ash singular referring to the powdery substance generated. A heap of ashes is also common to describe a large amount. So, either, both, neither. I'm going to say specifically ashes. Yeah. That we did. No one is in sight. ever written a comedy? Um, I think I've tried writing two, but both were um, teleplays or pilots for television. I don't believe I've tried writing a comedy movie though. Um, the two pilots that I wrote, so one of them was this is before The Boys ever came out, um, but it was basically a comedy take on the superhero genre where the main group of heroes had become the villains and a new generation of people with powers had to basically take them on. Um, yeah, but the new generation were like teenagers, so it was like kind of a high school comedy, but also like they have the secret identity, but they're also, trying to fight the most powerful people on the planet. So I think I only ended up writing the pilot for that. I might have started outlining like what the rest of the series might have looked like, but I kind of let that one go, especially after, like I said, The Boys came out. Um, and then the other one was more of a straight, like, college comedy about, I don't know. I think it was just like a guy in college and the things that can happen. And yeah, I think I just wrote like one episode and then started sketching out other stuff and just kind of lost interest and moved on to other stuff. But yeah, those are the two kind of comedies that I've written. Everything else, I might have like try to put a little bit of comedy here or there in certain things, but not really where my interest is. Ooh, I like the order better. I saw that. Bewildered. Okay. Unredeemed movie doll. Alright. Gotta try to remember which one that is. Alright. We got movie doll. So the way this one works, guest today's movie by exploring its cast, directors, genre, and when it was released. Why is Yona awake? It's like 9 p.m. They both respond the same. Alright, so basically what we do is we have to guess the movie. It has 4 genres. If we guess a movie and it hits one of these genres, it'll fill it in for us. The second row here is for release date, so we can tell what dates it's released between. And then we have our director here and our cast in the age when the movie was released. And we have to try to figure out what the movie is based on this. Okay, so the directors have the same number of letters in their last name, so I'm going to assume we have like siblings as directors. So the ones that come to mind are like the Russos, but that's Anthony and Joe, so that's not it. Coen brothers, again, number of letters doesn't quite fit. The Wachowskis doesn't fit. Alright, yeah, I do not know off the top of my head, so what I like to do is start off with Avengers Endgame, because it has such a huge cast that if we can hit one of the cast members or one of the genres or something like that, it'll give us a lot of information. They were the Duffer Brothers, but I believe that's the only thing they've done. Alright, so it was released before 2019, and it's adventure something something something. We didn't get any actors in it, though. No, that wouldn't be it. No, it couldn't be that. Isn't that a series? Yeah, Stranger Things is a series. So that wouldn't be included in this. That is just movies. We do have a rather older cast for most of this. And a small cast. Grown-ups? I mean, I guess possibly. We do only have 8 guesses. Do you want to use that? Alright, so it was released before 2010. We have adventure and comedy. What's their names? We didn't get any actors. So that makes me wonder if it's something like Dumb and Dumber, because that was a pair of brothers who directed it. But I don't think Jim Carrey was 40 when they did it. No, the names don't quite fit. Shall we start naming random actors? No, that's not necessary. Alright, so we have an adventure comedy released before 2010. The Mummy? No. Just because like the actors' names don't match up, because like this would have to be Brendan Fraser, and this would have to be like Rachel Weisz. Pauly Shore is dead? Toy Story? No, John Lasseter was the director of Toy Story. Let me think. Actually, what I'm gonna do is kind of throw one that I know isn't gonna be it. It's not gonna be Pulp Fiction, but it should give us some more information because it'll either narrow the time frame or tell us it's before 1994, so it'll just give us information. Alright, and we got an actor. So, a movie Christopher Walken was in between 1994 and 2010. Alright, Major. Thanks for hanging out. Glad you're finally done with work. Hope the interview went really well and you get a call back, and yeah, you can find another better job. But have a good night, and I will be talking to you later. Yeah, but it's Joel Cohen and Ethan Cohen, so those letters don't quite, or those names don't quite fit in for the directing pair. I was thinking for a second that it might be Wedding Crashers, but the names don't quite fit for like Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn. Cars? I don't believe so. I don't even know if Christopher Walken was in that. Mariners with mostly, with just animated stuff. It actually could be something animated. I just don't know what else Christopher Walken would have been in, as it is like a cameo this far down the cast list. And he was 55 when he did it, so it was... Yeah, we already know it was between 94 and 2010. Let me think. Actually, I might use Toy Story because that would cut our time in half, because I would believe that was 1998, and it would tell us if it was an animated movie. 1995. I'll go with Toy Story 2. Alright, so we have between 94 and 99, animated, comedy, family. Oh god, it's the year you were born. Such youngins in here. Welcome to Collinwood. Did you get some help on that one? Oh, not in here. Not a choice. I wonder if it's... Prince of Egypt, maybe? Don't worry, I also have old lady hobbies like crochet. No, coworker. Okay. I'm gonna guess Prince of Egypt. Okay, so we got the year, 1998. It also has Danny Glover. Oh, is this, like Atlantis? No, because none of those are 1998. Alright, we got 3 guesses left. So, adventure, animation, comedy, family from 1998 with Danny Glover and Christopher Walken. I feel like if anyone knew it, we would have this finished by now, but I do not. Oh, dude. Ants? Was Mariner secretly right? Should have listened to Mariners. Oh, and it actually wasn't brothers, just 2 guys with the same number of letters in their last name. Yep, I was wrong all around. Should listen to Mariners. All right, yeah, you can finish the screenplays. Have at it, Mariners. We are in an ad. It is... Oh yeah, it's 7 o'clock. We are over 2 hours in, so once the ad ends, we will be calling it here for a day. Wait, what? Oh, you want to do classic movie doll too? Alright. This one's gonna be completely on me. I can pretty much guarantee that, but y'all can watch. So this is the same thing, but it focuses on classic movies. So the thing here is the two leads. We have someone 32 and someone 13. So I'm guessing it's going to be like a parent child. Africa, Africa. Is it Africa? Africa? Out of Africa? Probably not. The Labyrinth. Do you just mean Labyrinth with David Bowie? I'm gonna guess Miracle on 34th Street from 1947. It was not. But it was after 1947. Oh, I know what this is. Yes, I know what it is. Alright, let's finish it. One of my all-time favorite movies. Should have thought of this earlier. I was wrong about the exact relationship between the top two characters, but yeah, Robert De Niro, Jodie Foster. Having three names, I wondered if it might be something like Robert De Niro, and then it clicked in my mind. Yeah, Jodie Foster was quite young when Taxi Driver came out, so yeah. Wasn't Queen Latifah in Taxi? Maybe. No, she was in The Taxi, something like that. It was a very different movie. Yeah, Taxi Driver is one of the best movies ever made. Alright. Now we got that out, done. We did some more movie puzzles. I got to show off. Meritor's got the other one. Somehow. Just throwing out random animated movies. Her movie was just called Taxi. Okay, yeah. Raid Honey's gonna do a 24-hour stream. There's actually another writer on that we raid usually, and they're on right now, so we will raid over there. Yun, I gotta cut you off. Or I'm not gonna... You're making it rough. Alright, this is the last one. If you redeem another one, I'm rejecting it. Alright, we're gonna fill the grid. I'll zoom in on this one. Alright, so we have a grid. We fill in people who are... We fill in the actors who were in both movies across and up and down. So, for example, The Prestige and Avengers Endgame, we can guess Scarlett Johansson. Andy Serkis for The Prestige and The Force Awakens, and Hugh Jackman for The Prestige and The Greatest Showman. Yeah, The Prestige is one of my all-time favorite movies. So, yeah. This is going to be Mark Ruffalo. And then someone who was in Dune Avengers Endgame. Was Zendaya in Endgame? Nope. Oscar Isaac. Oh, I wonder if it's Stellan Skarsgård. Nope. Prestige, like Black Ops? No. The Prestige is a movie that came out in 2006 about dueling magicians in the early 1900s. They start off in London, but then end up going to America. Excellent movie. Highly recommended. Doing Greatest Showman will be Zendaya, though. And then this will be Michelle Williams. She played the wife in both of those. Okay, who was in Dune and Avengers Endgame? I feel like it's obvious. Oh, duh. Josh Brolin. He played he played Thanos, obviously, and the military guy. And then Shutter Island in Star Wars The Force Awakens. Yeah. Max von Sydow. I watched a movie with him the other night from the 1960s, directed by Ingmar Bergman. And that is Fill in the Grid. Yun is going to dress up as Simon Cowell for the collab. So he's just going to wear a black t-shirt. Nope, you're cut off, Yun. Fine. What area of city fact do you want? Because I just don't want to go through the thing of refunding the points. I'm not encouraging him, I just figure this might be quicker because it's not another puzzle. What? Yeah, we're waiting, Yun. What's a moment that had the largest impact on who you are today? uh... Okay. I will say the first time I watched Star Wars. That is a moment that had a very large impact on who I am today. There you go. I can't say that's definitively the biggest impact, but no. Favorite movie, first time seeing it. That's as far as I'm getting right now, so that's what you get. Alright, I'm putting in the raid, so you can't redeem anything else, and if you do, too bad, you're forfeiting points. Alright, we're gonna go raid. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Put the raid message in, though. We also have raid 2. Puzzle? What? We're not doing any more puzzles. Alright. Now I've created the raid. Anyway, thank you everyone for stopping by, hanging out, doing all the stuff, all the things. I appreciate it. The stream streaks, major with the resub. I will be back on Thursday, hopefully feeling better and not so congested, and we can do some more writing and things. We also have the collab. And I'll be on Yun stream on Friday for beta read Friday, community beta read on Friday. So, thank you, Mariners. Hope you all have a good rest of your week, and we'll see y'all later.
Thanks for checking out my channel. Do whatever you want. Live your life. I hope you're happy in your body. Much love to you, and see you around.
Now we're getting back to the Crazy X part. The Crazy X trope. I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of the Crazy X trope, but it was necessary. Oh.